So we spent the past few days looking at frequency tables, and this is a project unit, and you're going to be working within Google Sheets. So we're going to talk a little bit today about how to collect data, how to actually get the data that instead of looking at a data set and creating it, how do you start from scratch? So that's kind of what we're going to start with. Um, so you're going to be taking a survey that I created, and I'm going to walk you through kind of how I did that. And then you're going to create a frequency table, bar chart, and pie chart that looks nice and is formatted. So to do that, you're going to start by logging into Canvas and clicking on the in-class survey number 1 under January 13th. Actually, that should not be January. I think maybe it is. Yeah. And then answer this one question survey. So the survey, I think, says, do you have a driver's license? Something like that. So you're going to do that, and to make the survey. So how I made this survey is I ended up going up here on Google and clicking on that little like 9 or 3x3 little thing. And I clicked on forms, and then I selected a blank form or chose another design from a template. We can give this form a title, and then in the top right corner, if you click on the little folder, you can save it to a destination you can easily find. Also, change the name of the untitled to something else. Like if you wanted to ask, do you prefer Coke or Pepsi? Maybe save your form as Coke versus Pepsi. Now, I'm not having y'all do this today, but I'm just talking about this today, how I would go about making this form that I'm having y'all fill out if you don't already know. Once we're inside that form and we have it named, we're going to click on the settings tab in the top middle. And then this is going to be like who can view our stuff. So we want to click the response tab under settings and unselect restricted users in NISDTX.org and its trusted organizations. We want anybody we send this to be able to open it. So once we have that, we're going to select send at the top right and click in the link button. So we're looking at that button right there. After we click send, then we're going to select the box that says shorten URL and paste this link on your story or in an email or however you think will get the most responses. To make the survey, you just type in your questions. You can make multiple choice. That's probably the best option, actually, rather than select all that apply. But you could, depending on what it is you're asking, or free response. But if you do a free response survey, when you make that up, it's like you have to go and sort those, because free response surveys, like if I ask you, like, what's your favorite animal? And you typed in dog with lowercase dog, somebody else capitalized the D, somebody capitalized all DONG, somebody spelled dog DAWG, it would put those as 4 different things and count those separately. So when you have free responses and you're doing that, it's going to count every way you spell them. If there's a space in between, it's going to count those as separate. So they have to be exact. So something like this, when you're doing a survey, it's not always the best thing, but it's useful for what we're doing to provide whoever's taking the survey answers so you can organize it easier. So if you look at mine, it's just a 2-question, or today's a 1-question survey, but it's multiple choice. Like I could have easily asked you, do you have your driver's license, and had you type in yes or no, but those of you guys that put a capital Y or a lowercase y would be counted differently. So I made it multiple choice for that reason. So for my example, I did the following steps and hyperlinked my calendar. When you send out your survey, you need to wait for your responses. I have already hyperlinked the responses to this survey. So what I want you to do now is I want you to go back to the Canvas calendar and click on the survey responses for January 13th. And you're going to open this, select create a copy, and then format the data by making it look nice. Then create a frequency and relative frequency table along with the bar and pie chart. Make sure this is all formatted nicely. So this is now this is the responses giving us our data that we're going to use to create a table and charts. When you're finished, you need to bring this to me. This is also for a grade.